Hey y'all, I'm back to make another dish for today's meal. So you've seen about 3 of them so far. So I'm going to make a jazzed up biscuit cake. Now, through the years I've made biscuit cakes where I just put the canned biscuits, quartered them and put them in and sprinkle some butter on them, but this one is different. I've got it started and I've done my first layer. And what you do is you take a canned biscuit. You get cans that have 8 to 10 biscuits in it, and it takes at least 2 cans. You take 8 ounces of cream cheese and you cut it into pieces as many biscuits as you're going to be doing. So I cut my cream cheese into 16 pieces, 4 pieces, and each of them in 4, because 4 times 4 is 16. And what you do is you stretch your biscuit out, and you sprinkle a little cinnamon and sugar in the middle, about a teaspoon or so. And then you take a piece of your cream cheese and you put it in that biscuit and then you just pinch it all up like a little purse. Okay? And you roll it in cinnamon and sugar. Now I'm going to bring y'all close where you can see what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Okay, first of all, I sprayed my bundt pan with cooking spray. And then I sprinkled walnuts in the bottom. And then I put a little bit of cinnamon sugar over the walnuts. And then I've done all of these biscuits just like the one you just saw me do. But what I've got to do next is I've got to spoon. I melted 1 stick of butter and a cup of brown sugar. And I've got to spoon some of this around on the top of those biscuits that I've already got in there. And then I'll do another layer. So let's get some of that in, around, and on our biscuits here. Each one of them got to have some of that on them. And it's going to melt down. And when you flip it out, it all comes out right. It's got those pecans with this caramelized like stuff on the top, and it's delicious. I mean, brown sugar smells wonderful on its own, don't it? Really does. Okay. Now I'm going to start my next layer of my biscuits. You just stretch them out. Not really a right and wrong way to do it. Put you a little cinnamon and sugar in there. And a piece of cream cheese. And see, I'm just pinching it together. And then I'm going to roll it in the cinnamon and sugar. And I'm just going to layer it. I'm going to keep doing that till I get all the biscuits done. And in the hard piece of brown sugar there that didn't do, cinnamon and sugar. Okay, I'm going to pinch my little purse up. Try to close it where your cream cheese will stay in the middle. Okay. Just keep layering them around in there. Man, I like cream cheese. Y'all like cream cheese? That is just good stuff too. Some things just makes anything better. Cream cheese is one of them. I don't really like bagels, but if I put me some cream cheese on it, I can kind of like bagels. This is an easy dessert that everybody don't have all the time, so it's something different to make. My friend Judy Johnson years ago introduced me to a biscuit cake. It was her daughter Kelly's favorite dessert. So we've liked biscuit cakes ever since. But then I saw this recipe, and this is how I've made them ever since. I don't like them just plain. I like all the fattening stuff in it. It's funny how you just have recipes from different friends, and my corn chowder that I make came from Judy. She's the one that gave me that recipe. Every time I make one of the things that somebody gave me the recipe, of course I always think about him, and it's sweet memories. That's what friends and life's all about, I guess, just sharing the good times. Okay. Now once you get this layer on, I'm going to sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar, and I'm going to put some more of the brown sugar and butter mixture on it. And yeah. Okay, let me sprinkle it. And I need a few more of my walnuts on there. And a little more. Now you want this all in amongst and around everything. Put it on here. When it gets hot, it's going to run down everywhere. And you want it all down in there, flavoring all this so good. It's going to be a gooey mess is what it's going to be. It's going to be a good gooey mess. Oh, I want that all over here. Okay, this is going to cook in a 350 degree oven until it's brown on the top. It's going to take about 50 minutes for the biscuits to rise and everything to do right. So I'll bring y'all back in about a jiffy and show you the finished product. The cake is just come out of the oven, and it was still just a bubbling. I'm going to let it cool a little bit, and then I'm going to flip it out on a platter, and I'll be back and show you what we've got. Okay, here's the cake out on the cake plate. Looks yummy with all those walnuts and stuff that was on the bottom around on the top of it. And I'm going to pull a biscuit off and put it on a plate and show you. Be right back. Okay, here it is plated up. It's got all the walnuts around it. And all I did was I just pulled one biscuit off of the cake. Let me show you. I just reached right in here and pulled one biscuit out. So there y'all have another easy, different recipe. Now I'm going to get a fork because I want a taste of it with that cream cheese in the middle. Okay, let's see what this is like. Oh my. Cream cheese just makes everything good, don't it? And those toasted walnuts and the brown sugar and butter, I done snitched one or two of them. Let me just tell y'all something. That is heavenly. So run out right quick and get you a couple of cans of biscuits and 8 ounces of cream cheese and a stick of butter and some brown sugar, and have you some cinnamon and sugar to roll it in. This is absolutely too good for it to be so easy. So let me tell you something. Y'all need to come back tomorrow because that's going to be another good recipe tomorrow. I hadn't quite finished up, you know, eat dessert first. I made the dessert before I made my last dish that we're going to have with supper tonight. So I got to cook one more thing. And y'all find out what that is tomorrow. And we will be happy to share. So y'all have a good supper tonight. Visit with your family and give everybody a hug. Behave yourself and don't get in trouble. And the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again.